Since the early 19th century, the village of Steinhatchee played an integral part in the foresting industry, particularly cedar used for making pencils, as well as fishing, crabbing, and scalloping. Hurricane Idalia struck the village of approximately 600 citizens on August 30, 2023, with a storm surge of 6 feet and 80-mile-per-hour winds that escalated every hour. At about 7 a.m. local time, Eastern Daylight Time on August 5, 2024, Hurricane Debbie made landfall near Steinhatchee, with maximum winds estimated at 80 miles per hour. On September 27, 2024, Steinhatchee was hard hit again by Category 4 Hurricane Helene. Welcome to this journey through Steinhatchee, Florida, a place of stunning Gulf Coast beauty that's faced unimaginable challenges over the past 2 years. Here, nature's fury came through 3 powerful hurricanes, each leaving its mark and changing lives. Join me as we explore the impact on this small but resilient community. Our story begins with the first of these hurricanes. As you can see in these shots, the sheer force of the winds reshaped this town. Homes, docks, and businesses that had stood for decades faced extensive damage. Locals recall watching as entire sections of the shoreline seemed to vanish overnight. The power of nature left its unmistakable mark on every structure, every road, and every resident here. With repairs just beginning, another storm approached, catching the town off guard. Steinhatchee had barely begun to recover. This time, the floods reached further inland and the river overflowed. Houses that survived the first storm sustained further damage, and many residents lost irreplaceable possessions. The cumulative effects of back-to-back hurricanes drained resources and tested the resolve of the entire community. Then came the third and perhaps most devastating hurricane, Hurricane Helene. By now, the town's infrastructure was weakened. Helene tore through what was left, and many homes became uninhabitable. Buildings that had stood as landmarks for generations were now gone or left in ruins. This storm reminded Steinhatchee of the unpredictability and force of nature, and for many here, it became the hardest point to endure. Yet, as we walk through the streets, we see more than destruction. We see the resilience of the people who call Steinhatchee home. Volunteers from across the state came to help clear debris, distribute food, and offer support to families in need. Neighbors came together, determined to rebuild and restore what these storms had taken. As Steinhatchee looks to the future, new homes are being built to withstand stronger storms, and community centers have been reinforced. Recovery is a slow and ongoing journey, but the people here are committed to bringing Steinhatchee back stronger than ever. Even in the face of overwhelming challenges, the spirit of this town remains unbroken. To support Steinhatchee's recovery efforts, here's information for those who'd like to help and for residents seeking assistance with cleanup. For volunteers looking to help. United Way of Florida. United Way has a disaster relief fund to support hurricane-affected communities across Florida, including Steinhatchee. Visit unitedway.org or contact their local branch for volunteer opportunities. Volunteer Florida. As the state's lead agency for volunteerism and national service, Volunteer Florida connects people with local organizations. They often coordinate cleanup and rebuilding efforts after hurricanes. Check their website at volunteerflorida.org for up-to-date information. American Red Cross. The American Red Cross has an active presence in disaster-stricken areas. Volunteers can help with shelter assistance, distribution of supplies, and more. Visit redcross.org volunteer to sign up. Local churches and community centers. Many churches and centers in Steinhatchee are acting as central hubs for volunteer coordination. Reach out to Steinhatchee's First Baptist Church or local community centers for direct support opportunities. For Steinhatchee residents seeking assistance, local residents of Steinhatchee that are looking for assistance may reach out to Taylor County Emergency Management. Contact Taylor County Emergency Management for information on local volunteer groups offering home and property cleanup assistance. They work closely with relief organizations and can be reached at their website, taylorcountyem.com. Habitat for Humanity. Habitat teams are often available to assist with repairs in affected areas. Homeowners can apply for help at habitat.org. Local Facebook groups and community boards. Steinhatchee and surrounding communities have active Facebook groups where residents post needs and volunteers coordinate help. Search Steinhatchee Hurricane Relief on Facebook to join. donations and additional support. If you can't volunteer in person, consider donating to reputable organizations such as the Florida Disaster Fund and Feeding Florida to support relief supplies for Steinhatchee. Thank you for joining me on this tour of Steinhatchee. It's a town marked by hardship, but driven by hope. As they rebuild, we're reminded of the strength of community and the resilience of the human spirit. Please consider supporting Steinhatchee in its journey to recovery, whether through donation, advocacy, or even just keeping this beautiful place in your thoughts. Until next time, thank you for watching.